Welcome to Intuitive Wisdom Tarot. My name is Jen. I'm going to pull some cards for fire signs. This is your weekly forecast, which is a gentle check-in with your intuition for the upcoming messages for the week ahead. Let's get started. I'm going to push these over here. If this reading resonates, hit like, subscribe, and drop your element or sign in the comments. It helps the channel, which I so appreciate, and it helps me know whose energy I am reading with. We're going to start with an oracle card. Let's see what message is coming through. All right. Ooh, message in a bottle. All right, so I'm hearing seabirds. I'm here. It's interesting because I just got Finding Nemo. So any of you who know that out there, so the pelicans that like to squawk or help Nemo go along. But anyways, it was a cute little visual. We have a bottle here with a phone. And a messenger. Birds can be known as messengers. So a message in a bottle, there's a message coming through, something that you have called in, something that you have sent out into the universe, your vibes. So there's a clear message that says, be prepared, okay? Open up your senses, because the message that you're seeking will be coming back. All right, we have card number 15. We're going to go ahead and read the interpretation from the guidebook. Let me find it here. Excellent. Message in a bottle. Our essential meanings: communication, a sign, a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by a speaker, pointing the way to your highest good. The oracle message is: Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them, when you believe you will receive them, and when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens. They may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. Keep your eyes open, for someone might say just the right thing that will give you the answer to your query. Today your message is this: Spirit hears you, and the reply is favorable. So again, you have sent something into the universe, and there are going to be signs and synchronicities. So open up not just your eyes, but your ears, your feelers, open up your senses, because this message is coming through. I'm also going to read the protection message. You are refusing to acknowledge the signs because you want things as you want them. Red flags are not pretty decorations for you to admire. They are warning you for a reason. If something doesn't sit right with you, trouble could be hiding in the bushes. Don't ignore the signs. Spirit always has your best interests at heart and will draw your attention to what you are overlooking. So be very clear with you listening and trusting your intuition. Your intuition is on point this week. So again, those body signals, those help us when we feel it in our gut. Those help us to go, this is either right or no, this isn't right. Okay, trust that. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump into tarot. Let's see what messages are coming through for this next week. All right, our first card is the Four of Pentacles. This is the energy you are embodying as we enter this next week. We then have the Eight of Pentacles, what you're manifesting, what you're calling towards you. The Six of Cups, this is what's going to help you to manifest. And advice from Spirit, we have the King of Pentacles. All right, so there's quite a few pentacle cards here. Fire signs, it looks like you may have either sent out some applications, you're searching for a job, maybe you have put in an application for a loan or something because you're working on something, and so that's what you're looking for, those signs and synchronicities. You really want that to come through. So that's a big message to start off. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands. So underneath it, there is a victory coming through. We'll go ahead and start with the Six of Wands. This is what's underneath it all for this week. So the underlying energy, this is a victory card, that you are working on something and have been working on something. It's your passions, it's what's driving you. It could be, again, a project that you've been working on. It could very well be part of your career. It could be something outside of that. But wands are all about your passion, your motivation, how you want to be seen, heard, and understood. And so this could very well be you've been working on steps in your career. Maybe you have started a new career and this is what's happening. But there's a big message coming through about really trust yourself. That's coming through with that message in the bottle as well. So trust your intuition, trust your confidence, and really know that what you're doing, you're on that right path. You keep working, keep moving forward, and keep taking those steps. Now, there's also big recognition vibes. So an energy of whatever you're working on, you're going to be seen. All right. So make sure you get a haircut. Make sure you spruce up what you need to, because there's going to be some real big recognition of who you are and what you're creating. Nice. All right. So you are entering this week with the Four of Pentacles. Okay. This is an earth card. Pentacles is all about earth. Again, it's this health, wealth, finance, safety, security, stability. When we look at the number 4, 4 is all about foundation. And you are entering this week in an energy of comfort. Okay. You have either saved what you need to save, again, applied to whatever you needed to apply. There are things coming through in the essence of that loan. Maybe you're like, yep, I got my loan, I can start my business now. Maybe you're going back to school and you're like, yes, I got my application in, I have some grants coming through. But you are in a very good space financially, for those of you who are wanting to build that. Now, what just came through, the message in the bottle when it was saying trust your gut, okay, these are red flags. If there's an investment that comes through this week or something that you're investing in, listen to your own intuition. Some of you might have a red flag that comes through. So for example, there is something you're investing in. If it sounds too good to be true, heed that warning. Okay, your own intuition has your best interest, and it wants to make sure that you are making those choices. Fire signs, sometimes you can be very impulsive. So this is also really asking you to ground, okay? Continue to keep your feet on the ground. Literally go out and walk barefoot if you have that opportunity. But connect to the earth. We have this person whose feet are actually on pentacles. In fact, pentacles here, pentacles on their heart, pentacles on their mind. There's money on their mind, and that seems to be you, money on your mind. But don't disconnect from closing off because there is a big energy of there are other things that want to wiggle in. Let it open up a little so that they have the opportunity to come in, because again, you've sent that message out. A lot of times, like, we look at it and go, this is exactly how I want it to come in. It may not come in as it is. So open up your senses, open up your perspective, open up your vibes to receive what you need to, that you have called in for financial. Now you're calling in and you are manifesting the Eight of Pentacles. This is hard work. This is diligence. This is getting to work. It's working on perfecting your craft, working on building something that's stable. But you are the one that is putting in your blood, sweat, and tears when it comes to this. So you're working on something. Now, there is again a big message that you have already been in this space. So you are calling in empowerment within yourself to say, I'm going to continue doing this. You are calling in that studious vibe. Okay, I'm going to continue working on this, and I'm going to put my talents and showcase what I am. Again, a big message coming through is some of you are going to be starting school, or you are finishing up your first semester. Woohoo! If that's what you're doing and it's college, that's a big win. Okay. You may have finished up and now you're starting your second, or maybe you're even on your last semester. Okay. Those are some things to really think about, but you're calling in this energy of, I'm almost there. I'm getting senioritis for some of you who might be out there, but also those of you who are building a business, who are really pulling in a position. Maybe you are in a company that already has. You're pulling in a position, an experience that you can diligently just grind away and put in those touches those finishing touches that you really want to. So you're pulling in a good thing when it comes to that. Now, because you have sent out those messages, open up, because it's coming through. What's going to get you there is Six of Cups. This sense of security, this sense of emotional security, this sense of there's some healing of inner child that needs to happen. There is a message coming through that what you are investing in, what you're calling in this position, is something that could be wounded. So you might want to gift your inner child with some fresh new energy, okay? Some fresh new emotion. Think back on your past. Where and what are those things that you have done that's given you the opportunity to feel secure and safe emotionally? It feels like there's a big risk. Not even a risk. I mean, you as fire signs, you're ones that are like, I'm going after it, okay? But there is something that you need to look back through your past or you need to heal, because there's a message coming through that as you continue to move forward, it's going to help with that confidence. It's going to help with you being able to ride in on your horse and say, yeah, I'm ready to be here in the limelight. But that's a big message coming through. So if you need to, seek out, if you need to go find a talk therapist, talk, like let out your childhood, let out those insecurities and those things that made you feel less than, because that's going to help really solidify and strengthen your confidence. And again, do some really nice things for yourself. Take yourself on a date. Take yourself out to dinner by yourself. Wine and dine you. And if there is somebody that is with you, great. You can have that as long as they're not causing anxiety or you to stress out. Because this is a time for you. The universe is really saying, take care of you and your emotional world, because that's what's going to help you along the way. Now, advice, 2 things. You could very well need to embody the King of Pentacles. This is the richest king. He's loyal, he's sturdy, he's confident, he's grounded. And so some of you need to embody. Get your feet on the ground. Okay, take off your shoes and socks. Go play in the grass if you can. Maybe you need to again connect with nature. This is because it's going to help you to really shift some ideas on what resources do you already have. Okay, some of you are like, if that loan does not come through, then go back. You have a ton of resources that you have. But second, this very well could be somebody who's coming in that is the King of Pentacles. They are maybe a financial advisor. They are your father, who is great. He's an accountant and he's going to help you. Or maybe you are again receiving a phone call or a text message or an email from somebody who is very King of Pentacles like, with some news on what you are seeking, what you're reaching out. Maybe this is your boss that's now saying, hey, we got your application. Okay, you are the one with the best resources and for this job, and so now we're going to give it to you. So, wow, fire signs. Sounds like you have some really good things that you've been working on, and again, really needing to open up those eyes, all those senses. Okay, listen for that phone call, clear some things away so that you can. A big message that just came through. I know some of you like scroll and say, oh, that's a spam call. If you've put out some applications in there, answer those calls, because that might just very well be that message you're waiting for. All right, fire signs, that's your read for this next week. Please like, subscribe for more intuitive wisdom. Until we meet again, with love and appreciation, please be well. Bye-bye.